Hey guys, welcome to the Technologists. My name is Seth, and this is Chris up here on the hill looking at me with the stink eye. For those of you just joining, this is take about 4 or 5. It's getting off to a good start. Anyway, like I said, we're the Technologists, and this is a nice little house we have over here. But before we get to that, tell me a little bit about the pack we're using, actually. Why are we the Technologists?
So the Technologists is our own custom mod pack. It's all, as evidenced by the name, all about technology mods. So we have Industrialcraft, Gregtech, Rotarycraft, all the big ones. Gregtech is kind of the main key mod that we're going to be using throughout this. And for those of you that aren't familiar, Gregtech makes everybody's life much harder. It kind of expands on Industrialcraft, but changes many of the fundamental vanilla changes. It really affects a lot of different mods that you need to use some Gregtech stuff for.
It changes recipes and such, so...
exactly.
Yeah, and like durability and things, too, as well, from
Correct.
what you're telling
me.
Yeah. Okay. All right, cool. So why are we using Gregtech if it makes our lives more miserable?
Exactly, I know. It's we just hate ourselves so much. So, as you and I both have done, we've played Industrialcraft plenty of times before. So Gregtech does make stuff harder, but it also adds a lot more content. There's many new machines. It adds some more steps to things. So instead of just being able to get a few pieces of iron and then suddenly you have a generator and you're making electricity and you have a nuclear reactor, Gregtech is more true to real life in that you have to spend some time smelting some of the steel. You have to create a lot more components to things in order to get to the machines that you're hoping to have.
Okay,
so,
I gotcha.
in my opinion, it makes it a lot more fun because there is a lot more to do, but it makes a lot of sense in a lot of ways and gives you much more to do. There's more goals to achieve, so you feel more accomplished at the end of the day.
A little more rewarding.
Correct.
Okay.
Yep. We have a few other things that I know you're not as familiar with. We have Rotarycraft, Reactorcraft, a few other of the tech mods, and we'll kind of go over those as we get through them all.
And these lamps down here, I see, those are Railcraft. So
exactly, yep.
Yeah.
So we have a few things that are purely aesthetical. You can see just above our door, there's some new, those are chisel blocks to just add a little bit of an accent to our nice cobblestone hut here.
Sure.
And then those doors, as we'll come over here and see, these are actually carpenter's blocks doors, which look just a little bit nicer. And they also open both the doors at the same time.
This is fantastic. This is really something I wish was in vanilla Minecraft.
Absolutely.
To be honest.
Yep. Our lovely floors chisel, so it looks just a little bit nicer. Just kind of, as
I didn't
Minecraft.
even notice that when you made this.
Yep. Upstairs, same thing too. That's chisel oak planks upstairs.
Oh.
And it's I just like that, vanilla Minecraft has added a lot of new blocks to just give a different appearance of things, but chisel blocks just expands on that so much to just add even subtle changes like this that you might not notice at first, but it gives you many more options on things.
I actually can't... I'm having trouble figuring out what is different about these.
We'll have to chop down a birch tree at a later point.
Yeah, maybe so. So Bibliocraft, I see we have that too. These are 1, 2, 3, 4. Are these are? Oh, these are actual books. Okay, these are all of the handbooks that we get. Okay, when you first start the world. So I guess we got Reactorcraft, Open Mods, Open Blocks, Tinker's Construct, and Rotarycraft in here, or used to.
Yeah, this is one of the things that I like about some of the mods that I've done is that in vanilla Minecraft, there's just no in-game documentation at all. You have to go to the wiki or find a friend to play with you to show you what to do, which can be fun, that there's a lot of kind of trial and error trying to figure out what stuff does which. But most of the time, you just end up going to the wiki for things, whereas some of these mods will add in-game documentation that'll show you the various tools that you can use, the various machines you can make, the interactions with other things, how much, torque is required for your gasoline engine. And it makes it nice so you don't have to tab out. It makes much more sense in that you're looking at the documentation within the game itself. And it's something like this Bibliocraft bookcase in vanilla Minecraft. Books are there, but they really aren't used for much other than enchanting or potentially notes for something like an adventure map. So having these in-game books for the documentation makes sense for something like the bookcase to be used to be able to store all these things.
Sure, certainly. Much easier than just throwing them in a chest, or maybe not easier, but prettier, I guess.
Exactly. That's, some of these mods just kind of make things, as we'll see later with something like the jammy furniture mod, it just adds...
Yeah, I was looking that up, like the toilets and the washing machines and dishwashers.
Exactly.
Things I never knew you needed in Minecraft.
Yep. And some of these things like a sink, a toilet, you're not going to actually need to use in Minecraft, but it adds so much more character, and you can create more of a fleshed out, house or facility, something like that, with just these kind of, having a bookcase to store your books. Something that seems so simple, but it just adds that much more character.
Right.
And, All right, so we have our nice little living room / workbench area.
This is nice. We've got some furnaces in here.
Exactly.
Some crafting tables and not the other kind.
Exactly. We'll probably get to those soon.
Probably,
A few chests here.
Yeah.
We have an unfinished storm cellar outside, but we'll get to that later when we start to set up our workshop. Let's check out the upstairs really quick.
All right. Right. Bedroom.
Yep. A very bare bedroom.
At least there's a meter space here between the two.
Exactly. Yep. We gotta.
I feel like my fiance wouldn't really like the.
Yeah, my wife wouldn't appreciate it.
Yeah. Well, there's that.
Yeah. We'll maybe do some of the jammy furniture mod stuff to just kind of spruce up the bedroom a little bit later. Anyway, here's our lovely balcony.
Oh, we have a balcony, right?
Yep. Yep.
I don't know. I like closing doors. It's the little things in life.
Exactly. Yep.
So and there's I commented on this last time. That's an amazing fence job down there.
This is the best fence job I've ever seen. It's
looking at it from up top. It's amazing.
Expertly done. Yep.
Yeah. I'm gonna go back inside now.
Yep. Let's check out our nice little backyard area really quick.
Oh yeah, with our farm animals.
Exactly. Yeah.
Farm animals. Yeah. Well, we got a couple. Got a couple of them out here. Actually, before we get to the cows that are apparently climbing the hay bales, what do we got going out here? We have a little
so we actually do have a couple of jammy chairs. We got a couch here. We got a zombie trying to make his way in to join the party. But we also have our nice little fire pit, just to add a little bit of something nice to be able to just plop in one of our chairs and just enjoy this backyard area.
Yeah. So I guess you had to do it with netherrack. I guess it'd be kind of nice if there was. Is there anything in the furniture mod on like a fire pit or a bar? Ow! Hey,
you don't have to love it that much. The one thing that does come to mind that we can look at it later on is Tinker's Construct does add some sort of igniter. An igniter that we can turn on and off at will as well. So that works great as a fireplace to be able to toggle a fireplace on and
Interesting.
off. Something like this might work outside as well pretty well.
Right. All right. So then over here we got a couple cows. We got some hay bales. We got a little stable over there, which is nice. Those Railcraft lamps, which I really like, actually.
Oh yeah, that's just a great new lighting block. Torches and glowstone are really the only two options within vanilla Minecraft. So adding just something simple like that, it's almost a torch just kind of enclosed, but it just adds a bit more character. Looks a little bit nicer. They work great as like street lamps in a city kind of thing.
I can see that. Certainly see that. And back here we've got our crops.
Oh yeah. Yep, it's kind of nice that we have some food already set up, so we don't have to worry about taking care of that. We can kind of just get straight to some of the machines.
This is not
the stuff
straight from the beginning, even though I have nothing in my inventory. We're starting out with at least some stuff here. We got some wheat. We got some 14% potatoes.
I'm actually going to steal some of these carrots. Of course, I grabbed the one that isn't fully grown. There we go. That also only gave me one. There we go. There's 4 carrots. All right. Something to snack on later on.
It's actually not a bad idea. Plant some of these down again.
So I've got a present for you, actually.
Oh, do you?
I've got a lovely wooden axe here for you.
Oh, this is
as
fantastic.
Everybody knows. Yep. What's usually the first thing that you do when you're starting a Minecraft game?
Chopping down trees.
Exactly. So you wanna go ahead and hit the hay really quick, and then we can get started on collecting some resources.
That sounds like a good idea. Well then.
Okay. All right. Well, we want to
brand new day.
Yep. We can start with just kind of chopping some wood, make a few basic tools. We can try to as we mentioned earlier with Gregtech, the 2 basic tools, wood tools and cobblestone tools. Obviously, you need wood pickaxe in order to start to get some cobblestone to make tools from there.
True.
Gregtech also adds flint tools, because wooden tools, as we'll see as we start chopping down these trees shortly, they get used up very, very quickly. You don't get much out of them. So flint tools work a little bit better. Cobblestone also works a decent amount, but they really try to push you towards using stuff like iron, and even the further ones, once we can start to make steel tools or tungsten tools, tungsteel tools.
Tungsteel.
So it's they really try to shy you away, as folks can probably see my axes. I mean, one more hit is gone.
Wow, that was like 11 logs. I got 11 logs worth out of that. 10, excuse me.
Chopped down pretty much 2 trees. And I'll actually show you something really quick if I can get you to hold still for a sec. And we'll have to compare it inside, but that's right there is what a birch plank normally looks like. We can compare that when we head back to the house.
Ah, gotcha. Okay. It's a little different.
Yep.
Let's see here. So I guess it's not that much harder to just punch it with your bare hands.
Pretty much. So I remember we explored a little bit of our little, at the bottom of this valley that our house is nestled at. I believe you mentioned that you found a mine nearby?
Yeah, and it's going to be fun trying to find it again, but yeah, there's a mine out that way somewhere, across this lake.
Okay.
Yeah, north. the cardinal direction.
Exactly.
That one. Yeah.
Exactly. Well, yeah, maybe we can just get a little bit more wood, make a couple of wooden pickaxes, and then we can just set up a little outpost out there so we can start to mine some of these ores.
That'd be fine. That would be fine. Now, you said for Gregtech, flint is better than cobblestone? Is that what you said?
I believe it is. I don't quote me on that one for sure. I'll have to look it up. But they're at least, I believe they're somewhere around the same.
Gotcha.
We'll have to see.
Noted.
All right, I've got myself a nice little crafting table that we can bring along. Though I'm going to use them really quick to make us 2 stone pickaxes. Let's do this here. And then if you'd like to lead the way, show me where it's at, we can head on out and maybe start to get some cobblestone tools and start to dig some ores so we can make some of these machines that we keep hearing about.
Yeah, that sounds like a thing. Where did you go? Ah, there you are. Hey.
Perfect.
Would you believe that you're on my map?
That's the interesting thing about the mods, too, is there's just so many new ores added, especially with Gregtech. If you look way out in the distance, you can see some red-looking stone near that snowy mountain, and that's the red cobblestone. There's black cobblestone. So there's just usually so many things to have to try to mine and keep track of that, it's very exciting when you go mining because there's so much to grab, but you quickly run out of room to hold everything.
Let's see. Whee! Alright. Okay, so... Alright, so I'm pretty sure it was around here somewhere. We got the trees. We got more trees.
Yeah, we've got a bunch of craft plants.
Is that? Yeah. Very interested to know why pneumatic crafts as plants,
we'll
but
get to that soon.
Oh,
there
fantastic.
we go.
Yeah,
this is looking promising.
This looks it. What we got some lead ore already.
Yeah, some
Some copper.
all kinds of stuff. I'm gonna plunk this.
What is what is TE origin?
That's thermal expansion origin. That's kind of the default origin.
Okay.
I went ahead and put a crafting table here so we can come back and make stuff. Here's a wooden pickaxe. We can go ahead and get some cobblestone to begin with, at least.
Much appreciated.
Make a few tools there. Cobblestone is just one of those things that you always need. There's always some sort of...
True.
And I've already broken into a sort of caverny thing, and there's a spider. Let's get some of this...
Yeah, let's not go that way.
Coal so I can light up that area, too.
Okay, so I'm going to need something better than a wooden pickaxe to do this. So I guess that's where we need the stone, right?
Exactly, yeah.
Man, would you believe that I've actually played Minecraft before?
Alright, let's... Oh my gosh. Well, I've broken into an area with a bunch of ores, but there's also much to light up and such. Hopefully this spider keeps ignoring me.
It doesn't look like it.
Oh.
My pick's already broken.
And there goes my pick.
Yep. There we go.
Alright, I punched him to death. Of course, now I can't get up this one. I have to use one of my cobblestones to get one block here.
Let's see. I'm actually going to come over here and pretend like I know how to make... Oh, beautiful. Let's see here. I have made you a present.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Does it look anything like... Excellent, thank you. It looks just like the one I just crafted. But yeah, we'll definitely make.
Well, then give mine back.
These. No, I'm keeping it.
Oh well.
So yep. Again, as we can see, there's so many new ores added, but the initial part of Gregtech kind of considered the Steam era. We'll make a bunch of Steam-based machines. Most of that's going to be using bronze, so tin and copper are going to be the main things that make up bronze.
Good, because I just mined some copper.
Exactly. So as much as that as you can grab, you can, in a lot of ways, ignore the other stuff, the lead, the Certus quartz, things like that.
Calcite, I'm guessing we're not going to do anything in Reactorcraft right now.
Exactly. We'll ignore that for now, just so we don't take up all of our inventory. I mean, as you have room, things like that, feel free to grab stuff that looks interesting, but really, the copper, the tin, iron we'll always use a ton of. And then after a little while, we'll do what we can with this. We'll have to go further down, try to find some gold, some redstone, things like that. It just starts to become kind of a fundamental ingredient in so many of the other recipes.
I gotcha. Oh man, there's marble down here. I really like marble. I think it's very pretty.
It is a great block. That's it's always great to see some of the structures people come up with. Some of these, if you check out the Minecraft Reddit or the Feed the Beast Reddit, they're just some very talented people that can make some really cool
Certainly,
things.
Yeah. Much better than the person who made the fence.
Exactly.
The help, the hired help.
Hired help.
Hired help. Found some, what is this stuff? Coal? Found some coal.
Excellent. Yeah, well, we will need as much coal as we can possibly get. We'll probably end up setting up some spots to make some charcoal eventually, just to have something else for, because as I mentioned in our Steam era, we're going to be doing a lot of things with steam, but we'll also need fuel in order to create that steam. So we'll probably use charcoal coal for a good while before we can start to generate energy with something other than that.
Gotcha. Where did you move the
crafting bench? Should still be where it should be where I had it to begin with.
Okay, cool.
Hey,
do you remember where it was to begin with?
I have a strong feeling that the nemesis of our series isn't going to be some rival company or anything like that. It's going to be your lack of direction.
So I need a plate.
Yep.
Wow.
So that's, again, the Gregtech making normal stuff a little bit harder. I just found a monster load of clay that's going to be fantastic. This should be, hopefully, all the clay we'll need for a little while.